What's up, YouTube? Ryan Panny here. Hope you guys are doing reasonably well. I just wanted to quickly react to this news story from over the weekend about the Biebs, and the Biebs in particular liking, I guess, the wrong music. Apparently this was super important because Metal Injection and Loudwire and Spin and Consequence of Sound and fucking Billboard all covered it, and their coverage basically consisted of extremely brief articles that basically consisted of screenshotting a tweet, more or less. Poor Biebs. I mean, the guy is so famous that he can't even talk about liking a song without people jumping down his fucking throat. I have genuine sympathy for the guy at this point. I really do. So anyway, in case you're doing constructive things with your time over the weekend, I will quickly fill you in here. Basically what happened is Justin Bieber, aka the Biebs, went on Instagram and wrote a nice little post where he quoted the Tool lyrics to the song The Pot, very famous Tool song. And then he wrote the following: "If you know what the song is to the lyrics I posed," I think he means posted, "write them down on my last post. Don't look it up, please. I'm curious if any of you know it." And then Bieber went on to upload a couple of videos of him actually listening to the song. Pretty harmless, right? Well, the news story, for Tool fans at least, came when the always outspoken frontman of the band, Maynard James Keenan, responded in pretty characteristic fashion with a hashtag bummer on Twitter. It was funny, and I'm glad people got a good laugh out of it, but for me at least, it did bring up this bigger issue I have in situations like these that I gotta get off my chest and just address real quick. You see, Maynard's one thing, but in general, I can't fucking stand how overprotective and territorial metal fans and metal musicians, as it turns out, are about this music and I guess this culture. For a community that constantly whines about its art being underappreciated, misunderstood, or to some degree marginalized, you'd think that one of the biggest celebrities on the face of the earth, non-ironically exposing literally hundreds of millions of people to a great band that many of us love and hold dear, you think that'd be a positive thing for us? No? I had the same problem a few years ago when Al Skolnick from Testament got all mad and self-righteous because Kanye West was spotted wearing a Testament shirt. And Skolnick, in response, said some pretty disrespectful and pretentious things simply because, you know, he was under the impression that Kanye West was not a real fan. Of course Kanye is not a real Testament fan. Who gives a shit? He's giving you free PR and massive exposure by wearing that. And if one curious Kanye fan gets into Testament or metal in general as a result, that's a really good thing for all of us. Why are we so territorial and standoffish towards outsiders? Like, don't we want our music to be more successful? Don't we want our favorite bands to be bigger? Don't we want to spread the good word? I mean, for God's sake, metalheads treat our music just like Christians treat the Bible, but the only difference is the part where Christians are actually welcoming to people of all backgrounds. And I realize that in this particular situation, we should just sit back and let Maynard be Maynard and be entertained. And I don't really have a problem with anything he said or did, but just in general, shit like the Al Skolnick situation and just how overly vigilant we are about posers, I think is not only detrimental to the movement as a whole, but it fundamentally goes against what it stands for. Like, metalheads frequently score significantly above average on the open-mindedness trait on psych tests. This has been well studied. Yet we can't stand when a rapper likes our logos. You know, Big Sean once wore a Skeleton Witch t-shirt in a music video. Let him. That's awesome. And I also think that hip-hop and metal have a little bit more in common imagery-wise than people like to think, but that's really a whole separate book, honestly, that I should write. And also, let's just be clear here. Casual listeners and casual fans don't dilute the core of what our favorite artists stand for. You know, if Miley Cyrus wants to go on stage and sing a bad version of Nothing Else Matters, that has no negative impact on the legacy of Metallica or the ferocity and complexity of And Justice for All. And there's no correlation between the two. I don't know, I'm just the more the merrier, high tide raises all ships kind of guy. I love when great music gets positive exposure, regardless of how. In fact, I love that so much, that's why I make YouTube videos. I want to turn people on to awesome stuff. I want nothing more than like some hip-hop fans will randomly click one of my videos and have some superficial reason for liking the music that I'm promoting. It doesn't matter. Just don't be so wary and suspicious about non-metalheads having a curiosity about your music. Don't be a fucking hipster. Be welcoming and open-minded and encouraging to them just like you'd want them to be to you if you were to step outside of your comfort zone. That's all. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just so fucking triggered by this Maynard thing. God, I hope this new Tool record is good. I can't believe it might actually see the light of day next month. That's still, I haven't really digested that fact. Anyway, what did you guys think about this news story? Am I overreacting here? Did Maynard have a right to be upset? Did Alex Skolnick have a right to be upset? Is there a certain perniciousness about the Biebs that I'm missing here that is threatening to tear down everything we hold dear? Let me know. And as always, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video and are not yet subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so by clicking right over here, as well as checking out any of the other rock or metal related content that I publish on this channel on a weekly basis. Really appreciate you watching, liking, disliking, commenting, just engaging in any way. Twitter and Instagram handle @RyanPannyMusic. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon.